Good morning, everybody. It's 9:30, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So make your way onto your mat and find a comfortable seat here. And I want you to start in this easy pose. So cross the legs, allow the hands to come down to the knees. Now, I want to remind you that myself, Jessica Hendry, and Living Balance Studios are not responsible or liable for any injuries that may incur. So I want you to be mindful of your body, mindful of your movement, mindful of your physical limitations and abilities and wherever you're at today. So I do want you to try to move forward and grow in your practice, but also be safe. So be kind and gentle as we move through this. If you have any questions after the video, feel free to comment and leave a message, and I will get back to you and we can go over those one-on-one. So allow the hands to come to the knees, palms up, palms down, or if it feels better in the lap, let that be. Start to close your eyes, and I want you to take some deep inhales through the nose and full exhales through the mouth. Let this be a moment where you start to set an intention. This will be a stronger practice, so I want you to make sure that you have water nearby, you stay hydrated, you pause when you need to, towel off. You don't need me to cue you to grab water. Feel free to take a break when you need. Honor yourself and honor that space. 3 more breaths here wherever you're at. Full exhales, maybe make them audible. I want you to begin to open the eyes and swoop the arms out to the sides and up overhead. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up, reach. I want you to take a big stretch up. If this is your first movement through the day, really reach high. And as you exhale, bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers, draw the knuckles towards the mat. Take the head back if you'd like, or you can keep the chin tucked as your shoulders open here. Big breath in, and as you exhale, round the spine, belly button towards the back wall. Hands come towards me. Really make the letter C with the body. Then inhale the hands up. Now we're gonna reach like you're climbing a rope, come up and out of the hips, and then fold forward. So hands come down, and I want you to just breathe here. Now you can allow the elbows to fall to the floor and the chin into chest, and you can rest in this pose, or you can keep it active, coming onto the fingertips, really pressing the ground away, opening up underneath the shoulders and the upper back, while your glutes stretch as well. So I invite you to just move here. You can stay still if that's calling you. We are going to go through a nice flow. So inviting some small movements through the stretches. It's going to encourage you to use the breath and really flow with what we're doing today. One more full breath here. Now I want you to slowly start to crawl the hands back up to a seated position. Take them behind you, lift the legs, uncross, unnatural side in front. You're gonna make it even on both sides. Inhale the arms up, climb the rope, reach tall, and then out of the hips, fold forward. Again, either resting down here or keeping the hands and arms nice and active. Maybe you press the hips back energetically. Maybe you nod your head yes and shake your head no. Find 2 more full breaths. And then begin to crawl the hands back up to a nice seated position here. Now I want you to take your right leg out to the side, keeping the left leg bent in. So you can find a flexed foot here or a pointed toe. If you want a little bit more protection for the knees, keep the toes pointed up and the quad engaged. So the top of the leg really flex and squeeze that muscle. I want you to inhale the arms up. I want you to twist towards that leg and start to fold over. Now this is the first stretch, so be gentle. Just allow the arms to fall. Now you can drop the head into the chest here. You can reach the index fingers around the toe. So find your space. If this is a little too much, you can pull the leg forward. You don't have to be so far back in a straddle, but it's up to you. So find the hamstring stretch. You might feel stretched through the side body, the ribs, and the hip. Just depends on where your body's asking you to open here. So be gentle. 2 more breaths here. Now I want you to drag the right arm up. Take the left arm, elbow up to the ceiling, maybe peek under that arm. And then fold back down, elbow down towards the ground or the mat, hand towards the foot. Inhale, lift and rotate. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift and rotate. Now this can be fast or slow. So it's up to you. Find your breath here. Inhale, lift. Exhale down, pause here, reach both hands up. I want you to take the left hand down behind and reach the right hand over. So finding just an opening here. Really think about keeping your right hip on the ground and reach over. And then flow back towards that leg. So kind of cartwheel the arms over. Inhale, lift, cartwheel them back and reach. It might feel a little awkward. That's okay. We do the same habitual movement patterns on a daily basis. This kind of flow breaks that up for you and invites different movement patterns into your space, into your body. We're gonna pause down at the leg, lift the left arm up, bring the other arm up towards the middle, and we're gonna fold forward. So fold forward. Again, if you need to flex that foot here, feel free. This time, allow the elbows to bend. Try to keep the hips on the ground. So think about taking the toes towards the back wall, rotating the feet upward. Pause here, 1 more full breath. Start to crawl the hands back up to neutral. We're gonna switch sides. So bring that right leg in, left leg out. And again, flex the foot here if you need to. We're gonna inhale the arms up. We're gonna turn the torso towards that leg and fold over. And again, adjust where you need to. If you need to pull it in a little bit more, you can. Allow the chin to drop into chest, elbows towards the floor. Try to keep the thinking, your hips rooted, your sit bones rooted into the mat. Now I want you to keep the left arm down, take the right elbow up towards the ceiling, try to peek underneath that arm, really twisting, opening that side body. Exhale down and flow through that. Inhale, lift, take a look up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep in mind, I'm just guiding you. You can go as fast or as slow. You can stay in one space. It's up to you. You can use a strong, powerful breath here. Pause down once you get there. We're going to start to cartwheel the hands behind us. So taking that right arm up and behind, left arm swoops and reach through that side body. Come back down. Stretching through the hamstring, stretching through the leg. Flowing through these. Taking your gaze, what feels good, where it feels good. We'll do 2 more here. And once you get back over that leg, I want you to pause for a moment. And hold. Big breath in. Full breath out. Start to take both arms back up to the middle, and then we're going to fold forward. So hinge from the hips, reach forward. Try to root the sits bones down 1 more time. slowly crawl the hands back in and come back to that easy pose, back in neutral. I want you to inhale the arms up. We're gonna take a twist here, so twist towards the right, left hand, right knee, come back around. Now this is traditional as placing the hand on the knee. If you'd like, you can take the right hand behind the back, reach behind, really open up through the chest and the shoulder, and take this hand and wrap around. So you can bring it a little closer to the hip maybe. A deeper twist, look behind you, spine's nice and tall, chin tucked, crown of the head high, big breath in. And big breath out, unravel. As you inhale, arms go up. We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So find the natural twist first, hand to knee, hand to floor. Then take the left hand behind the back, adjust where you need to. The shoulder might be tighter than the other, it might be more open. And then the hand in front, you can keep it where it is or twist a little deeper, your choice. Crown of the head high. We're really opening the chest here. We have a lot of shoulders to do, a lot of core work. One more breath, inhale. As you exhale, start to unravel. Inhale, lift the arms up. Interlace the fingers, press them up into the ceiling. One more time, up nice and high. Exhale, drop behind your back. Interlace the fingers, draw the knuckles down, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Hands come towards me, belly button towards back wall. And bring them down to the knee. We're gonna find all fours here. So hands and knees. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And if you're there already, take a look between your knees and see if you can see your feet. So if you can see your toes, I want you to slide them out behind the knees directly in line. So we're gonna take our cat-cow here. So spread the fingers wide, press into the index finger and the thumb. Inhale, lift the chin, drop the belly, tailbone goes up. Exhale, initiate with the tailbone first, allowing the spine to curl, head comes in. Really press the mat away here. Inhale, drop down. And exhale, round. Now, I want you to flow through these so you can come shoulders over wrists. You can press back. You can lean forward. You can go side to side. As awkward as you can make it, the better. You're really getting into those spaces. You can keep traditional cat-cow. That's always an option to just stay still and flow through the poses themselves. Or you can move with your body this morning, your choice. Now, getting into the fun stuff. Let's curl the toes under, hips high towards the ceiling. Start to pedal the feet. Open up the back of the legs. Take your gaze towards your belly button. Press the mat away. Maybe you rock the hips side to side. Think about making a figure 8 with the hips. Still moving to the side body, driving the heels into the floor. Two more breaths. Remembering your intention. If you sat one, big breath in. Big breath out. On your next inhale, I want you to take it back to plank. So pull the shoulders over the wrists. So that might mean coming up on your toes a little bit, depending on where you are in placement. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Now we're gonna flow through these. I want you to drive the heels towards the mat in the downward dog and drive the hips right in line with the shoulders if you can, into plank. So we'll do a few. Follow your breath. It can be fast or slow. You can pause in the poses, or you can dance all the way through. It's your choice. If you have music you want to turn on, go for it. We have a couple more here. Really press away. I want you to open underneath the shoulders. We're going to find our last downward dog here for this moment. Recenter the feet, pedal. Press with the hands, really open underneath the arms. It's important. Coming back into tabletop. Recenter wrists underneath the shoulders. I want you to take your left leg back. So I'm going to try to move so you can see my full body here. Good. All right. So press the left toes into the mat. Send the heel towards the back wall. So same thing. You're still pressing through the palms and the shoulders are nice and active. Take a breath. Stretch through the back of the legs and the back of the knee high towards the ceiling. And I want you to exhale, come off. Release the pressure, lift the leg. Now it's natural to want to turn the leg out to bring it up. I want you to rotate that hip down, top of the foot towards the mat here. Now we're going to tap and lift, so I want you to tap the leg down, lift it up. And if it helps to keep your hip in line, keep the foot flexed. If you feel confident, you can keep it there. You can point the toe, tap and lift. Tap and lift. You have 4 more here. This is 3. Squeeze through the glute. Pull the belly button in the spine here, core still tight. We're going to hold it up on this last one and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it here. Now we're going to bend down. So imagine chaturanga, the way that you pull your elbows into your ribs or to your hips. I want you to come down. We're going to find these push-ups here. So if you only want to go halfway, you can. If not, you go the whole way. Forehead taps the mat, and then you lift back up and press. So legs stay still. Again, flex the foot if that's helpful. So coming down towards the mat, lifting up. Inhale down, exhale, press. Inhale down, exhale, press. We have 4 more on this side. Lift, so lower and forehead, lift and press. 2 more. Really use the breath. Try to get the whole spine in line all the way, crown of the head towards the foot. Hold it here. I want you to go back to the taps. So tap and lift. Squeeze the glute. Lift it up. We have 4 more here. For 4, 3, 2. We have to hold it up and pulse. So hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee in, but don't set it down. I want you to bring it to a hover and pull the knee up towards the ceiling and press it in. So we're lifting and lowering. Keep going. I'm going to show you this version. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Up. So for here, and for 4, 3, 2, I want you to hold it up. Hold. Now think about a string from the ceiling to your knee. Drop the foot. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and send it back into child's pose. Notice what you feel in the right glute. The standing glute is normally the one that feels all the work, even though you're doing it on the opposite leg. So take a pause, stretch through that the way that you need to, the way that feels good. We're going to come back up into that tabletop, curl the toes under, send it to downward dog. Notice the difference. Press the mat away. Maybe come up on your toes and send the heels back down. We're going to flip around. Well, I'm going to flip around. You actually come into tabletop here. We're going to do the opposite leg. So right leg goes back for you. Plant the toes down here. Send the heel towards the back wall. Press in. So finding that long leg, that big stretch through the back of the leg. Press and breathe. If this becomes too much on your wrist, you can add books or a pillow or something sturdy that's going to keep your spine in line. Or you can come down to your elbows if this is okay. I really want you to pull your belly button in though and protect your core. So find that space, support your body, be gentle but challenge yourself. So come up off of that leg, lift it high. Now again, it's gonna start to turn. I want you to turn it back down. So it might not be perfectly straight, that's okay. It doesn't have to go way up, just keep it in line here. And we're gonna tap and lift, here we go. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. For 8, 7, use the breath. 6, I want you to press the left foot, the top of the left foot into the mat. We'll call this 4, lift, and 3, and 2. We have pulses right here, so hold it, pulse it up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. We're going back to those push-ups with the leg up. You can always put the leg down if you want. If you're ready, let's bend, Lower the forehead, lift, and press. Lower, lower, lift, press. Squeeze the elbows in. Allow the leg to come up. I don't want you to arch your back, so engage through your core. Last 4. Lower, lower, lift, lift. 2 more here. Lift, press, lower. We're gonna go back to the taps. Tap it down, lift it up. I know those arms are probably on fire. The second leg's always the hardest. 4 more. For 3, for 2, hold it here, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee in, don't set it down. We have those fire hydrants here, so lift it up, lower, down. Lift and lower. 8, 7, use the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, we gotta hold it up. Hold, drop the foot, lift the knee. Imagine that string, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee in, find that child's pose. Press back, you can spread the knees here. Drop the belly down, reach the hands forward. Find your version of that glute stretch. Your body will tell you where it hurts, where it's working. Rock side to side. Take some breath here. Really get into the stretch. And then start to round back up. Find that tabletop. Curl the toes under, downward dog, press high. Hips go high. Adjust your feet on your mat where you need to. Drive the heels into the mat. Now notice what they both feel like. Press the mat away. Open up underneath the armpit. I want you to slowly start to walk the feet towards the hands. Allow the forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows. You can place the hands underneath the feet, pressing the toes into the wrist. Maybe a little bit more. You can wrap the hands behind the feet, behind the calves. Find your version of your forward fold here. You can take a deep bend in the knees, really getting into the glutes a little bit more. Nod the head yes for me and shake it no, wherever you're at. Allow the arms to fall and slowly start to roll. Press through the heels. Make it nice and slow. Drive the hips forward. Inhale the arms up and over. Exhale the hands down to heart center. Good. So if you have a chair or a sturdy surface, wherever you're at, grab onto it, bring it near you. You can use a desk, a wall, anything that can support you through this, okay? So I want you to bring your feet together, toes together, heels together here. And we're gonna step the left foot back. So I want you to find a lunge. So the chair is really for balance in this one here. So plant the toes down and find that lunge. So first we're gonna have the back leg straight. Then we're gonna start to bend the back knee, make it a little deeper, tuck the tailbone under. So send the hips forward. Energetically, that front knee is going straight, but I still want it over your ankle. So if it's like this, either pull back and sink down, or if it's like this, walk that front foot up. You can tippy-toe it forward and find that opening, okay? It's really important to keep it in a safe space. So keep the knee here, start to bend. This is where you can pause as we're gonna pulse. Now, if you want more, if you wanna start where I'm at, I want you to come up on that front toe. Find your highest tippy-toe here, and then start to pulse. I want you to come down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start start to stand it up, drop the heel, bring the back foot in. So coming into like a modified pyramid using the chair. So you can find your stretch. This is what feels nice and beautiful to me. You can follow if you'd like. You can just rest your arms, really come into that hamstring, send the glutes and the hips back, open. Still pull the core in though. Pull the abdominals into the spine, protect the back, make them strong. Big breath in, start to pull the legs back together. We have the opposite side, so you'll see a different angle of it. Same thing though, so take the right foot back, find the knee over the ankle, wherever that is to you. Press the knee straight here first. Now again, you can stay flat-footed. You can always come flat-footed in the middle if it gets to be too much. If you're gonna start with me, toe up, or heel up onto the toe, the front toe, and we're gonna start to pulse here. So drop the back knee down a little, begin to pulse the knee towards the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel down, hips back. You can scoot the foot up, find a space. Arms can come up. You can keep the arms on the wall if you're there, straight up and down. You can rest the head wherever you're at. Just get into the hamstring, open up. Maybe you move through this stretch here. Abdominals wrap around the spine. Slight bend in the knees, bring it up. Wonderful. Take a break if you need it. Use your space. I want you to come facing me, so you're gonna reach to the side, side wall, side chair. Take that wide second, or that sumo squat, and we're gonna plie down. So find a neutral space. Try to get the hamstrings parallel to the floor. So nice big squat here, okay? Press the knees back. This will take a lot of hip opening. That's why we do some of those stretches in the beginning. I want you to pulse here. So you should be able to see your big toe. If you can't, pull the toes closer towards the front and start to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. You can take both arms out if you want. If you don't need the chair, that's fine. 4, 3, 2, we're gonna pulse for 8 here. 8, 7, 6, press the knees back. 4, 3, 2, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse for 8. You should start feeling the shakes already. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hands together, press it up, feet in, fold forward. Take the breath. Allow the hands to come down. Rock the hips side to side. I'm gonna scoot up here. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. So from here, I want you to walk the hands over towards the right foot. The toes can spin out. Finding another stretch here in the hamstrings. Sending the hips back, hinging a little forward, reaching the heart towards the mat. Walking the hands through the center, same thing, turning the left toes out, finding that stretch here. Energetically pushing the hips back through the heels, leading with the heart a little bit closer to the mat. Walking back center here. Finding the other side one more time. Now instead of stretching here, I want you to take a deep bend in that right knee. If that's accessible to you, turn the left toes up. Now, you can stay here. You can lift the arms for a balance. You can reach one hand up. It's your choice. You can keep them in prayer here, to your heart. Flare the elbows, press the hands in. This is just an invitation for you to find whatever feels good. You can rock side to side. You can try to press the heel into the mat. If you haven't found that, take a breath. We're gonna lift and find the same pose on the other side. So begin to lean forward a bit, press through the knee, walk the hands over, turn the toes up. Again, start to lift the hand. If you took the hands up into prayer, you can find that here. Pressing the hands in together. You can keep the hands on the floor. Try to drive the heel a little bit further, opening up the calf. Your choice. Walking the hands back center, we're gonna lift up. Now from here, I want you to plant the left hand down, take the right hand up towards the ceiling, and then wrap it behind the back. Now you can keep it right here. You can take your gaze to the floor if that's more comfortable, your choice. I want you to cartwheel it around on your exhale. Find the opposite side on the inhale. Lift up high, wrap it around if you took it. Extend that left shoulder towards the ceiling. And then exhale, unravel. Find a deep bend or plie here, so turn the toes out just a bit if that's more comfortable. Heels in, find the squat. And I want you to reach the hands overhead, drive the hips towards me. So we're back in this wide second, this plie, right? Now I want you to rock side to side, keep the legs active, move through the heels. Now I want you to stay still, hips go back, fingertips towards me. So fold forward, but only to like a flat back, a nice half. Try to keep the biceps by your ears, thumbs pointing up. Press the knees towards the back wall, hold here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hands, turn the toes forward, hips go up and start to roll. So like you're doing a forward fold, a nice roll up, hips come forward. Inhale, lift arms up and over. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I want you to find your surface. We're going back to the bar. Okay, so place the hands down, feet are together, toes and heels are together. Now I'm gonna give you two options here. It may be kind of hard to see me on. I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit. So this is your first option. You come down, you walk the feet back, you find that flat back, flat arms here. Okay, good. So place the hands into the chair or on the wall. I want you to keep your biceps by your ears. I don't want you to dip through here, and I don't want you to be rounded here. So find a flat back. If that's gonna be too much for your back as we start to lift the legs, come up to your forearms. But same thing, I don't want your shoulders to go up or your shoulder blades to come up, shoulders by the ears. I want you to press through the elbows, keep a long straight spine, and we'll lift from here. So find your placement wherever you want to be today. I'm going to start here so I can look at you without straining. But you find your space. So we're going to take the left leg back or the leg closest to me. I want you to lift and tap here. So take a breath, here we go. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Now this is going to be great for core work because it teaches you to pull the belly button into the spine. You are still nice and strong all the way through. It feels like the leg is doing most of the work, but this is still full body, right? You're pressing through the elbows, your core is engaged, the leg's lifting, and the standing leg is getting it. Keep a micro bend in the knee always, and we're not swinging through and arching, we're keeping nice and straight. For 4 more, lift and tap, lift and tap. Last 2, up, down, hold it up actually. We'll stop here, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the taps for 4, and squeeze, and squeeze. Squeeze, we're gonna hold this one up and pulse. Hold and lift, lift, lift. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. 8, 7, 6. Pull the abdominals in. 4, 3, 2. Pull the knee to chest. Bring it in and up, out and back. In and up, out and back. Make sure the top of your foot is still facing the floor. One more. I want you to hold and pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Bend the front leg a little more. You can keep it where it is. Mine is shaking already. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg in. Bring it up. Take that standing leg. So for me, it's the right. We're going to cross it over and sink down in that figure 4. Flex the foot here. Keep the toes pointing forward. Sink in, stretch that glute. Maybe you hinge from the hips and fold over. Find that deep stretch. We're going to go to the other side. So I'm going to flip around. You can just switch legs. It's totally up to you. Just make sure you can see me on both sides here. Okay. All right. Find your space. Same thing. If you were down here, keep the ears right by the biceps. Draw in. Pull the belly button towards the top of the rib cage. I want you to think about pulling it up that way, right? Okay. Forearms if you're here. Nose sinking down into the shoulder. It's really important. Push up. Pull the abdominals in. Right leg back. We're going to lift and tap. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. We have 4 more here. I want you to concentrate on putting your weight in the standing heel. So if it helps you, hold it up. We're going to pulse for 8, 7. Lift the toes on the bottom leg. 4, 3, 2. Back to the taps. Down, lift, down, and lift. Have 4 more. Adjust where you need to. 3, 2. Hold it up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Pull the knee in to chest and press it out. In and out. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, so make sure you readjust. Last one. We're going to hold it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Deeper bend in the leg, the front leg. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 8 more. 7. I know. 6, 5, 4, 3. Press through the front heel. Hold and bring it down. Stand it up. Take the standing leg. Figure 4 over. Flex the foot and sink down. Maybe hinge from the hips. Finding that here. Big breath. And then coming out of that stretch. We're going to make our way back down to our mat. So I want you to find the top of your mat, find mountain. We're going to vinyasa all the way down and pause at the bottom. So palms facing forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk the feet back to plank. And we're going to lower all the way down onto the belly. So chaturanga here, or you can drop to your knees. And as you're here, I want you to turn over to face me onto your side. Now I'm going to give you a couple options here. First, we're going to bend the bottom leg up. The arm can either stay up like this, or if that's too much on the neck, straighten the arm, lower the head, okay? So you have a couple options there just to support your body through this. Now you guys know we have taps and pulses, right? It wouldn't be Barre without taps and pulses. So you can find, this time I don't want you to point the toe or flex the foot. I want the foot to hang heavy, and imagine there's a string from the ceiling to your ankle. And we're going to lift and tap, working this outer hip right here. So you can even place the hand if you'd like. Otherwise, keep it here. We're going to lift and tap. Here we go. Up and lower. Lift and lower for 8. For 7, connect the breath. 6, maybe find your intention all over again. For 4, lift with the ankle. 2, we have to hold it up right here. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Same thing again. Tap it down, lift it up, down, and up. 8, 7, lift, 6, 5, this is 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold it up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. I want you to bring the knee in and in, press it out and out. This time flex the foot, drive that heel like you're gonna kick something away. In, out, last one, in, out, hold it here, foot hangs heavy, bring the leg towards me. We're gonna tap it down to the front and lift it up. Tap it down, up. I know this hip's on fire, keep it going. Lift with the ankle, with the heel. We got 4 more here. 3, 2, hold it up, pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back straight, last pulse for 8, 7, drop the foot, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, rub that hip out, find a stretch, whatever feels good for you here. I know that hip might be talking to you. Mine's definitely talking to me. You can find a hip circle. We're gonna find our way onto our belly. We're gonna pause on the hips for just a moment. Now, we didn't finish that vinyasa, so let's go ahead and take it, okay? Chin tucks down. I want your thumbs under your armpits, the elbows pull towards each other and towards the ceiling. Press up through the palm, lift high. You can come up in that up dog if you want. Exhale, flip the toes. Hips go up, pedal the feet. You can hop, skip, or jump up, and then we're gonna roll up to the top here. So find your way all the way back up to standing. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat, walk or jump back into that plank, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. This time, come into child's pose. Hips go back, reach the hands forward, press the fingertips into the mat, keep the elbows off actively for me. Now we're gonna find our way onto our belly and do the opposite side. So I'm gonna turn around here. You find what feels good. Same thing on the arm, okay? So if you had the arm tucked under your head, you can do that on this side. If it's more comfortable to take the arm long, feel free to relax. Bring that bottom knee up. Start to guide the top leg closer to the ceiling. Maybe a little smile because you know what you're getting into. Drop the foot here. We're gonna start to tap. So lift and lower, lift and lower for 8, 7, still pull the belly button into spine. You're still strong here. 5, 4, 3, 2, we gotta hold it up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the taps. Let it go, lift it up, down, and lift. Lift. We'll call this 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it up and pulse for me. Up, up, up. Good, that's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here, pull the knee in, flex the foot, kick it out. In, flex the foot, kick it out. 2 more. Press, press, in, press. Hold it here, back to the taps. Take it down, lift, down, and lift. 4 more. Let the foot hang heavy. It's gonna wanna help you. Let it go. Hold it up, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the foot towards me, bring it towards the front. Let it hang heavy, tap and lift. Here we go. We're almost done. Lift and lift. We'll call this 4. Lift, 3, 2. We have the pulses right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the leg back. Yep, last 8. Pulse it up, up, up. Foot hang heavy. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, knee in, roll the hip. This time find your back all the way over. Take the arms out to the sides if they want. Windshield, wipe the knees. Allow the hips to open up. Find that stretch. We did a lot of work there today. You can take those hip circles. Whatever you need here. You find your space. Now, once you get there, I'll give you one more breath. And I want you to take the feet up high towards the ceiling. I want you to inhale the arms overhead. And then you can either stay right here. You can pull the hands by your hips if that feels better. But we're going to lift up towards the right leg. Wrap the hands around the calf. Drop the left leg down. So point the toes here. Now the midfoot, the middle of the foot will rotate out. So find your hip rotation open. And again, you can rest your head here. We're going to pulse for 2. Exhales, inhale, switch. Pulse for 2 exhales, inhale, switch. So here we go. Switch, switch. Keep it going. I really want you to make those exhales audible and feel what the oxygen feels like as it goes through the body. It's moving the energy. It's helping you grow stronger. A couple more here. Last one. Knees into chest, drop the head, roll it around. All right, I want your soles of your feet to find your mat. The palms to find the mat. So hands down, press into the mat. Bring the heels in. We're going to lift into a bridge pose. So hips go high. And I'm going to try not to look at you here. You can roll your shoulders underneath a little bit if that helps you press into the heels and lift the hips a little higher. Take a breath here. And I want you to lower down to a hover. And I want you to lift back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. So we're not setting down all the way. We're just lifting and hovering. 4 more. This is 3. This is 2. We're going to hold it at the top. Hold that nice bridge here. Press through the heels. Maybe lift your toes. And hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Toes down. I want you to lift the heels. Maybe you walk further a little bit. Press the hips up. Press through the toes. For 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to open the knees. Press the hips higher. Squeeze the glutes to protect the back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in. Walk the feet out. Lower the hips. Knees into chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock it around here. You might be able to feel your hips and your glutes talking to you. You can allow it. We got one more set of stuff here. So let's plant the feet down to the mat, knees high towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers. Bring them to the base of your skull, the base of your neck here. Elbows flare out. We're going to start to lift the head and lift the chest. So roll those shoulder blades off of the mat. Elbows come down and hold. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to pulse it here. Pulse up, up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Lift the right leg. Tap it down. Lift the left. Tap it down. I want you to stay on your toes. Right leg up. Tap it down. Left leg up. Tap it down. Here, so you can lower the head and the chest if that's too much, or you can keep everything up. You're really keeping the legs in the center. You almost don't even have to tap, just to make sure you're pulling it up and tapping it down. And lift, and lift. For 4, for 4, for 3, 2, 2. Last one each side. Last one each side. Both feet down, hold up. Elbows flare out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last pulse for 8 right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let everything down. Arms overhead. Maybe you find that bridge pose to release some of the tension in the abdominals. You windshield wipe the knees. Find what feels nice and cozy here. We're going to move into our Shavasana. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe the hands come by the hips and the legs extend long. Maybe there's a towel under the head or a bolster under the knees. Maybe a blanket if you're at home and don't have that accessible to you. Maybe the soles of the feet find each other and the legs come out into butterfly. Maybe the hands are at the belly and the chest. Whatever it is for you today, find that pose, find that resting space, and start to breathe through. For now, I want you to keep the deep breath. I want you to move into a deep belly breath. So really lift the belly, watch it rise towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, allow it to fall, really pull the belly button all the way into the spine so you're still strengthening the abdominals, at least for these first few breaths. Take 4 more for me here. And when you finish that 4th breath, allow the regular breath to come back without any manipulation. Maybe you find a better resting pose. Start to enjoy the feeling of a good workout early in the morning, on the weekend no less. You should be proud of yourself as I am proud of you. Big breaths. I want you to start moving through the 5 senses. I want you to smell the air. Maybe feel and notice. The air feels like moving through the nose. Taste inside the mouth. Maybe you drop the jaw away. Take the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Noticing what your clothes feel like or what you feel as you're supported by your mat and the earth. Acknowledging the sounds around you. Taking the moment to appreciate your internal vision, the communication between you and your body. You want to stay in this Shavasana a while longer, feel free to turn the video off or stay right where you are through all of the cues. If you're ready to move on, start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Gradually moving into the wrists and the ankles, full rotation here, inviting the movement back. Slowly pulling the knees up towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are, heels into the glutes. Knees in the chest, maybe one more hug here. And finding your way up to a comfortable seat, however that may be. Allowing the hands to fall to the knees or into the lap. Soft gaze or eyes closed. Last couple breaths here together. taking these last few moments to find any postures that we didn't take in this class that you were hoping for. Address those. Give yourself a moment to find what those are. Maybe it's complete stillness, and that's okay too. 2 more breaths here as we all begin to meet in this easy pose. If you're still following my guidance here, swoop the arms out to the sides and up towards the ceiling. Press the palms together at the top. Big breath in, and as you exhale, bring the hands down to your heart center. Elbows flare out. 1 more full breath with me. Namaste.